Welcome, welcome, welcome to our call. I'm so excited. My name is Agi Moy, and I have here today the most incredible best-selling co-author of the book Unstoppable. And here we have Terri Lynn Chaplin. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Terri. How are
Yeah,
you?
I was gonna say, yeah, good evening. I'm doing good, Aggie. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, thank you so much for giving us this time. I know how busy you are with your coaching business, so thank you so much. I just want to talk a little bit about your experience in being a co-author, best-selling co-author in the Unstoppable series. I would really like to find out from you, what were your feelings before you entered into writing a chapter?
Probably the biggest was nervous. I was excited to share my story on a larger platform, but nervous about revisiting the emotions that I knew would come up from having to retell a story of, a traumatic event in my life. So I was both nervous and excited because I feel like it was a story I wanted to share, and I know it can offer hope to so many people. So I was excited about the opportunity to do that along with all these 24 other amazing women. But I was nervous about it.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I know that your story offered me a lot of comfort as well. And through the process, Terri, how did you find the process? Were you supported?
Oh, definitely. I felt like it was actually pretty easy once I started doing it. And I felt like the outline that we got from Elsa was, like it it didn't leave like there was no guesswork. It was like straightforward, this is what you do, this, and this. And so yeah, I felt like it was a very easy process. I felt like any questions I had were answered, and it was very much so a supportive nature to it.
That's fantastic to hear that. And so what I'm hearing you say that it was um, uh, almost like a step-by-step system. Would that
Right.
be correct to say that?
Mhm.
And of course, for
Yeah.
everyone listening, Elsa is the publisher of the books too, Elsa Morgan from the Queenie Effect. Um, that's encouraging, because I know for myself too, I had never written a chapter. And for me, it was a little bit apprehensive as to where do I start. It was something I've always wanted to do, and I'm so glad I went through the process. So Terri, tell me, how has the chapter in the book, how has that changed your life? Perhaps has it changed your personal life? Has it changed your business life? How has that come about for you? What can you say?
Well, as a grief coach, I feel like um, being able to say that I am the co-author of a #1 international best-selling book just gives me a little more credibility. So it's something that people stop and take like, oh, okay, she's a best-selling author, and I definitely use that to my advantage. It's definitely a title that I covet and I'm proud to wear. So I feel like it's given me more credibility, and it's gotten my name out there more as far as my coaching business goes, and just being able to help so many more people, because so many more people now know that that's what I do.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I'm so glad to hear you say that, and I'm so glad that's happened for you. And I know too personally, I'm 100% certain the growth has been phenomenal as well. It's personal development at its best, correct?
Sure, almost definitely.
Yeah. And
Definitely.
so if
Yeah,
any,
it just helped me greatly. Just to the whole process was um kind of therapeutic, if I will. Like it was um like revisiting, and it was just sometimes it's really good to get what's in here on paper and to put it out. And I know some people think, well, I'm not a writer, I'm not a storyteller, but you don't have to be a writer to tell your story in this way. And I think the framework that you're given, you know, you just write your story the way your story is. It's just the world needs to hear your story. Somebody out there needs to hear your story.
Absolutely, 100%. And so if somebody was thinking about becoming a co-author in the Unstoppable book, what would you say to them?
I would say you probably have a story, because I know that's one thing I felt, and a lot of people felt like, I don't have a story that anyone wants to hear, or, what makes me the person to tell a story, like imposter syndrome kind of creeps in. But um I say look at your life and the lessons that you've learned and any adversity that you've overcome. And if you think there's the possibility of someone else out there who's lived through or gone through the same thing, and they could find value or comfort or hope in hearing where you are today versus where you were, then share your story. Share your story, and help other people. And if you are, trying to build a business, it does provide credibility that nothing else, can provide. There's nothing like looking at your Facebook profile and it says #1 best-selling author. Like that's a kind of cool thing to have. In
Very,
addition to helping people, so it's a mixture of things.
it's twofold.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's yes, thank you so much for those words, Terri. I'm not going to add any more to that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and bringing light and love and hope to the world. I'm very honored to be speaking with you today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure. Thanks for having me, Aggie.